Hey, Sean Bergman here with JB Design and Remodeling, kitchen remodeling company here in beautiful Virginia Beach, Virginia. So what I wanted to do this evening is take a few minutes to talk about countertops. Our company provides in-home consultations and free estimates. And when I'm in people's homes and we're talking kitchens and we get to countertops, one of the first questions I always hear is, what's the difference between quartz and granite? And so here tonight, we're gonna try to answer that for you. So the biggest difference is the fact that with granite, God made it, he stuck it in a mountain, somebody has to go dig it out, okay? Honestly. And with quartz, it's man-made and it can be virtually whatever you want it to be. So if you'll look over here and bear with me a little bit, we're in the process of moving showrooms, so our samples are kind of all over the place. But you understand, we're a remodeling company. So here I've got some granite samples. And the biggest difference that I mostly tell my customers is that with granite, you may find a sample that you absolutely love. This is Fantasy Brown. Everybody likes Fantasy Brown. However, this is also Fantasy Brown. As you can tell, there's a pretty wide variation in looks. Most companies and countertop fabricators, if you just go that route, will have samples of various different sizes, usually not much larger than this for your granites. And as I said, you may find one that you absolutely love, but it does not mean that the slab will look exactly like that sample. So you do have to plan on going to the slab yard and selecting your slab. Now with quartz though, you don't have that problem. If you select a sample, the slab is gonna look like that sample. So keeping up with kitchen trends, particularly in our area, what we find a lot is that most folks are leaning towards solid whites with light veining. Can't get this in the granite. For whatever reason, when God was making the granites, he put a lot of movement in them. Some people think granite is too busy. Some people think that, they're not really big fans of some of the spottier granites. Sure, all of this is completely subjective, depends on your personal preference. When it comes to the quartzes though, they can come in virtually any type of color and style. If you look here, this is our Cambria line, and these are absolutely stunning, as you can see. But they are a little bit more pricey. So that's the next thing I wanted to touch on is price. So with your granites, granite is more affordable than quartz. How much more affordable depends on the selection. Granite gets sold from a level 1 to a level 5, 5 being the more expensive. And with quartz, it's a lot of variation. They go from level 0 all the way up to like level 12, I believe. So honestly, if you want an answer to which is better, that's completely up to you. As far as quality is concerned, they're virtually identical. The only thing that I will say is that in years past, with granite, you used to have to hire somebody to come and buff and seal your granite a couple times a year. That's not the situation anymore. Nowadays, pretty much every grocery store has a bottle of this of some different manufacturer. You squirt it on once every 6 months, wipe it with a paper towel, your granite's good to go. Both are stain resistant, they're both heat resistant, they're gonna be fantastic. It boils down to what your preference aesthetically is. Now I know that butcher block is really in vogue. It's becoming trendy again. One of the drawbacks to butcher block though is the fact that it stains. So you're sitting there, you have a glass of wine, you spill it, there's a stain. That's a stain. Same with marble. You don't have that problem with granite or quartz. Well, so there's a little quick info for you for the differences between granite and quartz. And if we could help you out, we'd love to hear from you. Look at our